What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. Spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is Skady. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Red. No. He is playing as Hades in the red color. What did I even say? How did I do that? His name's IKillUDie. This is game number 2 of the best of 5 for the quarterfinals in the Champions League Season 1. That means that there's probably going to be a season 2 if you guys didn't realize. It's very exciting. And postseason means a lot of things. We've got 1, the playoffs, which we're watching right now, and 2, we have the relegations, where we can see some new blood potentially in the Champions League to shake things up. A couple of players have really shown that in the Challenges League that they're incredibly strong and have leveled up quite a bit in the past couple of months for sure. And yeah, so this map is Mediterranean, obviously a fan favorite map. I don't think I've had one single comment in the YouTubes or the Twitches about the pick rate of Mediterranean this season at all. So probably keep that up, guys. But yes, this is the playoffs. We did have a random selection, so there's not going to be that many Mediterraneans throughout the entire thing. You will have a fair share of Mediterranean, Anatolia, Midgard, and the other water maps like Sacred Pond, River, Nile Delta, and yes, and all those good ones. I'm not sure what else there is, but there are tundra pools as well. So there'll be a fair share of different maps to see and to explore, and we're seeing what we are seeing now is IKillUDie going for the counter civ here with Hades on Mediterranean. Now Hades has a very easy time defending because he gets the extra bonus damage through the dock. However, Zeus does have the advantage with Boit here. So both players will go Athena. Both players will have that restoration in their back pocket. So you can't really use restoration first is generally the rule, because you'll get more value out of it because of reasons. But the Bolt will give Skady the early game advantage, which means IKill's going to have to play defensive and just play around his strong docks here. You can see they have 9.6 damage compared to the 8 damage of a normal dock. So defender's advantage for Hades, obviously quite strong. And on top of that, it does take a little bit longer to pick off those docks because they have a whole 400 HP more than the enemy docks. So this is why we've seen Hades as a selection against Zeus quite a bit in this Vubli League, in this Champions League, and even in the Challenges League as well. On top of that, Zeus kind of beats Hades on land maps because of the centaur abuse. On this map, Mediterranean, there's no centaur abuse, so you kind of skip that. So even if you just lose the water, but go even, lose the water at like 10 minutes, 11 minutes, whenever, a little bit later, you can get late game Hades, which is arguably stronger than late game Zeus. You have the stronger archers because they have that Hades special. You go Hephaestus, you go Apollo, you get the stronger archers yet again. Obviously, Zeus can get that upgrade as well. You could even try Artemis here and get some advantages with Earthquake to potentially pick off an enemy underworld while your underworld stays very safe and healthy. And we'll see what happens here. We do see that IKill has run out of food here, moving over his villagers into the corner, checking on the upgrades. IKill a little bit behind, a little bit short on food, going through Athena about 10 seconds behind, or 10% behind on the Athena there, so more like 6 seconds behind. And it was my math just showing it off because I'm obviously known for how good my math is. And so, villagers over here, mine the gold mine. Only 5 of them sharing the storehouse. This can oftentimes, I hate doing this because the efficiency is quite bad. You've only got, well, you have like maybe 1.5 efficient villagers. The other 2 are really, really slow. So, and it's only 5 on this gold line right now. So IKill's going to be struggling a little bit for the gold. We'll see if he swaps some villagers over a little bit later. Whereas Skady over here, he's kind of only got, he's got 4 efficient villagers. This one's not quite efficient because he hasn't moved his thing over, but he has gone 5 villagers on gold as well, which is interesting to see. We'll see where the villagers go straight away. I'd assume straight out of the town center, you put them straight over onto the gold mine. Obviously, IKill will have an extra 50 wood to play with here. So we'll see what he uses with that. And there's the Athena. We've got the instant triremes, instant villagers popping out. Upgrades are hand axe, pickaxe, and IKill has got only hand axe. So no pickaxe. The pickaxe is coming though, so no problems there. Triremes now popping out, and so does Skady. He's actually short one trireme here on the second round, but only a little bit behind. And then the triremes will move forward and start shooting away at IKillUDie's food over here. And Skady retreating back, not ready to fight just yet. Wants to get a little bit of an advantage. IKill's already put fishing ships into his docks. Does he have more fishing ships than Skady? 8, 2, 9, and there's 2 in the docks. So obviously IKill's got 1 extra fish currently doing things. There's a bolt onto the Minotaur there. There's Skady moving forward with his Minotaur, going to force out a Chiron here. Probably would have preferred to just see the Ajax. So Chiron's a bit of an overreaction. And he's going to be short on triremes a little bit here. Now we see 5 triremes coming in for IKill. 6 triremes for Skady. Only 6 for IKillUDie. So he can actually fight this one back here. Nice marker from Skady. Nice marker from IKill. But the counter marker from Skady just overpowering there. Pulling back. Has the dock fire though. So a little bit of an advantage here for IKill. But he needs to keep shooting. Just sit under these docks. Keep shooting. Play nice and defensive. We do see him going after these fishing spots here. A little bit of an unfortunate spot for IKill here. But he still has 3 fishing ship over here that are going to be gathering quite nicely, pulling Skady back into these docks here. Going to be taking even more damage here. There's the restoration for both players at exactly the same time. Keeps every single ship alive for IKill, but Skady loses one there. Big win there, but IKill not following this up very well. Going to be trading 1 ship there for not very much at all. It looks like a lot of damage was dealt in that short amount of time as IKill's still trying to just play around these docks, and Skady going to try and get some pressure down onto these fishing ships on the sides of the map. We check out the population here. We do have 54 to 57 as IKill has missed a house right now, and the Minotaur has been picked off as well. Okay. Relics on the map. We might see them get grabbed ahead of Orpheus and the Brittle of Pergasus. We do see the Chiron moving in. He's going to be able to do a little bit of damage over onto Skady's wood line there, which is pretty huge. But we do already see the Odysseus out. And Odysseus versus Chiron. Chiron does lose that fight pretty badly. Less pierce armor, less damage, less HP. Obviously, a little bit more speed, so we can run around and harass better, but that's about it. I wouldn't mind seeing IKill sneaking some fishing ships over onto the top perch here and throwing a dock up over here. Like a dock right here would be really nice while this is all going on. If we check out the wood situation though, IKill does have the wood to throw up that dock. It's about 7 minutes-ish you want to throw that 3rd dock up when you're fighting water here. We do see the Odysseus chilling here on passive stance. Nice usage of the stance there by Skady there. Almost sniping a trireme here. 18 trireme to 16. So still an advantage for Skady, but obviously IKill can just chill underneath this dock fire. And with the extra damage here, it's absolutely huge. But Skady is getting 2 extra fishing ships gathering than IKillUDie. So he's got a little bit of an advantage there. We do see villagers moving over here. Looks like IKill's going for a town center here though. That's going to be huge. And Skady spots it though. So he's going to be moving in, trying to put some pressure on here. But IKill can, yet again, he should just sit under these docks. Try and put them all in the same spot and just hit Alt-S. That way you can't be pulled back out. Some ships may not attack, but you have to go in and micro that. But you don't want to be pulled back out. And now we see the fight ensuing here underneath dock fire. IKill just needs to fight this. The ship's slightly in favor of Skady here. And by slightly, I mean very heavily in favor. But the 2 docks make up for it. Because you can see the damage dealt. 6 damage versus 12 damage a second and 14 damage a second. So it's basically 2 trireme each if they're fighting. So if you're down by 10, you're only actually down by 4 or so, or 6 or so. But at this point, IKill's like not even trading here. He's just losing trireme, and Skady's happily just going to be fighting this one now. He's got such a huge advantage, dealing so much damage. A nice marker yet again by Skady here. So well played to win the water here, it looks like. And we do see that IKill has stopped production of ships moving up to this top town center as well. Going to have 3 town centers to Skady's 1 town center. So this is obviously part of IKill's plan to sort of give up on the water, but it's a little bit early, 9 minutes in, just a little bit. These town centers are going to be tough to produce, and we do see the town centers now coming up for Skady. This game may potentially go long, though, which is obviously what IKillUDie wants to do. Skady going to be grabbing his purse scene, like he always will at this point. And the question is there food here for IKill, or will he have to start farming? He is eating a pig. He's got some berries here, which he may get pushed off of. He's got some boar over here, quite a few boar, and lion over there, not that useful. 2 boar here. So he will have to farm fairly soon. So he's going to be stuck in the classic age for quite a while. So Skady's advantage here is going to be tech and going fast. If he can tech fast here, get a fastest, he will be able to overpower IKill with Colossus, because that Perseus comes out too late, because IKill will be very far behind on the tech. We do see the 3rd town center coming down now over here. No attempt to stop that one. Odysseus is going to come in and start harassing. This will be under town center fire though, I believe, and he does run in, sees the town center up. Going to take a couple of shots from the town center, retreat away, looking for something to harass here, as we see some forward military buildings for IKillUDie. I like this, but this is wood that he's going to need to be spending on farms very shortly. He does have a chicken, couple of pigs, but not the best food to just not consider farm transition here. Obviously the berries here as well, so he can have some semblance of something or other. Trireme chilling over here. We'll be able to snipe a villager, and then maybe if a second villager, IKill's not paying attention. He wants to get this wall up, but this wall's not going to be possible to throw up here because of the triremes here. Nice play from Skady. And we see all the fishing ships are out. Still no purse seen though. That's a big mistake there by Skady, because these fish will be gathering quite a bit, and now the trireme the fishing ships just running straight into Skady's trireme, and Skady going to be leaving them alive here. It's 10 population there that IKill may just delete, or he may just leave there, try and get the dock back up when these trireme get picked off. Right? We see the trireme moving back in, and IKill happily just leaving them alive. Same with Skady. The wall coming up over here, we do see the Toxotes and Hoplite already pushing them back. How is the economy for both players? Very low for both players at this point. No text being researched here. The wall getting picked off, and these trireme over here are going to attempt to pick off the Hoplite. They will be able to start hitting it. IKill needs to keep those units alive. As you are behind, you have to be very careful with your units. Like, you obviously have to be careful with your units even if you're ahead, but when you're behind, it matters even more. Storehouse coming up here for Skady. It looks like it's a little bit close to the gold mine here. May not be able to... That's okay. I mean, what can you do? Upgrades here. Has Skady gotten more? Nope. Still just sitting on those archaic upgrades. Fishing ships now moving over into this location. Going to be scouting out. Seeing what he can do. And unfortunately for IKillUDie, this gold mine is actually quite good for Skady, so he's not going to be able to hit it. But there could be an underworld timing here. And we do see the Zeus players, Odysseus, chilling here. Not really doing all too much, but we'll see what he can do. And Skady just happily booming. There's the armory going up. Has a couple of military buildings over here to produce. Starting to throw up these walls. Villagers still trying to put up this wall here, but Skady having none of it right now. And these units here have been trained, and they need to do something. Farms are coming up now for IKill, so he hasn't scuffed the farm transition up too badly, but still no plow. Now the Odysseus gets pushed back and take a bunch of damage from this Chiron, moving at 1.2 speed faster. And we do see a couple of Toxotes coming over here to push Chiron back, plus the trireme here as well. And no reaction from IKill just yet. He's going to actually lose this Chiron very, very fast. So a lot of resources here. Plus the Ajax will fall as well incredibly fast. Does pick off one Toxote, but it's really not worth it there. And Ajax goes down, and IKill still just chilling here. And I imagine Skady, Plow's coming through. I imagine Skady's going to be eyeing off that heroic age very, very soon. He's got one armory here, 2 armories here. So he's already prepared for multiple armory upgrades at the same time, trying to get very far in front. And Skady's got 133 of 145 pop to IKill's 89 pop. So the question is, can IKillUDie get away without producing any more military units and advancing to the next stage? We do see walls coming up yet again over here, and some Hippocon already coming through, plus the Toxotes. You gotta, I see people doing this all the time. Luckily gets that wall up slightly, but you gotta go for the long segments. These little wall segments, I don't actually think they do anything in terms of path blocking. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again, but I'm pretty sure if you just task your villagers to put up the little walls without these wall segments, the wall still functions exactly the same. Now we do see a little bit of a raid onto this wood line. Gets a couple of villager pickoffs. Nice play by IKillUDie to hit that while Skady is distracted up on this top location here. But Skady going to be picking off villagers as well. So a little bit of a trade, keeping everyone nice and even here. And IKill still pumping out those villagers. We do see forward archery ranges coming up as Skady snuck a villager through here past this forward buildings of IKill. This wall over here, there's no walls over here for IKill. He should have thrown something up. Could have walled off. I mean, there's Trireme chilling here just to prevent that. And there you go. And now this wood line's cut off. This side of the map's cut off, but there is still all this wood over here. So no real problem for Skady there. And IKillUDie is trying to pump out these Toxotes. He's going to sneak away as Skady not paying attention. These Toxotes, very luckily, retreat back, keep their lives. When you would have thought that Skady would have noticed that one, but unfortunately for him, he does not. And do we see any sort of heroic age? We do see Apollo coming through for both players. Who is first? 34% to 90%. So a big advantage here for Skady. But obviously it's not as big as you'd expect considering the fish economy came first for Skady, or continued for Skady the most. So we will be seeing like an immediate archery rate or market, immediate mythic age here because of how big his economy is. There's the underworld over here. So he's going to be hitting this location, hitting these gold villages. This could be a gold star because if we check out the population again, IKill has not been producing military units here. And Skady sort of knows it. He's going after these villages. The Sentinels does come down as a bit of a defensive maneuver here. They do fall very, very fast to the Hippocon. They do more damage than like a tower or something, but they die incredibly fast. And there is the heroic age for IKillUDie. Has a lot of resources in the bank. So does Skady. Skady going to be advancing very, very fast here. I wonder if he'll go for Hera here. Fortified town center, heavy archers first. We do see a fortress coming up, trying to throw that one up as fast as he can. All these villagers should Alt-S this though. He hasn't Alt-S'd it just yet. He will be able to get this this fortress up, but at what cost? There's going to be a lot of villager kills here. Heavy Toxotes are out now, so the villagers will die even faster as the fortress is getting very close to pulling up. We do see some random Toxote raids over here, but not paying attention to them. The fortress does get up, which will sort of secure this. IKill not garrisoning his villagers, losing nearly every single one of them. Moving over onto this situation over here, we do see Underworld Passage for IKillUDie over here. He's going to be hitting Skady's gold mine, going for a gold star of himself. But the Underworld doesn't move from both sides of the map here. So while Skady will be gold stuff, so will IKillUDie. IKill can actually move through this Underworld and grab this gold mine as well. But Skady can just move over here to this gold mine here. So this attack not going to do all too much at all. And here's the question. Who's going to the next stage? Hephaestus is coming through. IKillUDie with not enough gold to advance. Meanwhile, these units just chilling over here, trying to defend or trying to do as much damage as he can to IKill's base here. We do see a Petropolis coming out. Going to be able to snipe this Underworld Passage unless the Hippocon come over. And now the units moving over onto this gold here, going to be pushing these gold villagers off of it. And now IKill can move some of these villagers over onto this gold mine. Will be totally fine, but he's not paying attention to here. We do see the Toxotes coming over here, hitting a raid onto Skady's villages, but Skady just calmly moves those villagers forward to this location where his Underworld Passage is. However, the Underworld Passage is going down though. Skady has only got 459 HP. That's one more shot here onto this Underworld Passage. Will be falling here. So now Skady's stuck over this side. IKillUDie has got this side completely secured, but he is still not able to advance. We see medium infantry coming through. Plenty Volt comes down, still raiding over this side with some Toxotes by IKillUDie. Now IKillUDie coming onto this gold mine, hitting a lot of Skady's villages here. This is really, really big. Skady has to retreat. He does have the fortress he can garrison into, but he's not going for it. He's opting to run this way. Now we see the heavy Toxotes coming in for Skady. Remember, the damage dealt by each of these is going to be exactly the same because Hades' advantage. However, the HP will be a bigger for Skady because he has heavy Toxotes. So Hades or IKill going to be retreating back through this location. We do see that Colossus comes through now. And will Skady go for a big Colossus push here is the question. He should know that IKill is far away from the Mythic Age. No, he's going for Forge of Olympus, which means he is simply just going to be grabbing those technologies and trying to get a big advantage on the armor first, whereas IKill is going to be very far away. Now, more raids onto these villages, hitting them very, very nicely, and the defensive nature of Skady coming back with those Toxotes, moving forward with the Heliopolis over here. Where did those Metropolis go? Right here. These are, they're 3 population each, so 9 population just sitting there idle as IKill is getting completely crushed here by this siege push. Now throwing up walls, going to be attempting to, but this gold mine does prevent this from happening. He may have to throw up like a military building or a couple of granaries or something in the front of these if he wants to completely wall this in. Toxotes over here going to be hitting the donkey caravans as well, preventing trade from starting, but this raids here just not going to be doing all too much, because once the town center falls, that gives Skady access to another gold mine and an extra 20 population, as IKill still doesn't even have fortified town centers yet. No attempt to put docks back up for IKillUDie to hit the food economy, the fish economy of Skady just yet, and we're seeing some idle units kind of everywhere. Military academies coming up, and we're seeing Artemis for IKill, so he's going for Artemis. The reason for Artemis here is simply for Chimera. Chimera raids are going to be the only way for IKill to come back into this game. He needs to hit these villages, pick them all off, hit these villages, pick them all off, just run around, run rampant. But Skady does have access to the Bellerophon, which is a really good counter against the Chimera. Obviously, the Earthquake in this main base is going to matter, but it may be better for him to hold on to this, just to Earthquake back on this town center when he may be able to push through with the Chimera mass. But he's only got 1 villager on this temple. I can't see the point then. If he's not getting favor, what's he going to do? He gets 1 free Chimera here. The Manticore coming in, the Hades Shades here as well, going to be hitting these villages, and the armory going down as he's pushing through, picking off houses, trying to pick off these villages. There's the Earthquake somewhere. Where do you... What? Did I see him use it? No, he didn't use it. Never mind. I'm gone crazy. More walls coming up now for Skady, as these villages almost all picked off. There's 3 left, but there's no more units over here, so this town center will be going up. Chimera doing a lot of work onto this. Some hoplites, heavy hoplites coming in to help out. We need to see Perseus coming through, which is coming through. The Petropolis now coming in. A little bit late, but they will get picked off very fast by these Hippocon. Perseus sitting at 99% here. He needs that one to pick off Colossus of Skady, but it's not happening just yet as IKillUDie very much struggling in this position. More units streaming in for Skady, who's now got almost full bronze compared to the no armory upgrades. Always a couple of upgrades, got bronze mail and bronze shields, but it's not going to matter that much. Perseus does come in, picks off that Colossus there. Nice play, but now the town center's up. Fortified town centers plus Masons. Going to be a very long time for 1 Petropolis to pick it off. And plus the Heliopolis is here, which can just basically will help out quite a bit to pick off that Petropolis. Picks it off very, very fast. Still raiding this gold mine over here with a couple of Toxotes. Just constant raids onto Skady's villagers here, who's really confused. He's like, how does he keep on hitting me here? He's going to be chasing these Toxotes, and he's going to see these military buildings over here. Does he know about it? No, he's got no idea. Now he sees the archery range here. Earthquake now getting cast onto this location. Picks off a fortress. Picks off a military building. He's going after this fortified town center, but it's getting repaired very, very fast. Not going to be enough to take it down. Or will it? It's super close, and it does just take the town center down there. This could be enough for IKill to come back in. If he had some more Chimera here, he'd definitely be able to win this fight, but just nothing of the sort coming out. No Heliopolis just yet. Town center going back up already for Skady, who's just like, all right, you used your big trump card. I've still got my plenty vault for the rest of the game here, and I've got an extra town center on you. Plus, I've got full iron coming in very, very shortly. You see Coin Age coming through for Skady, as well as his trade is going to be huge. Villagers are still fighting off these Toxotes that are still trying to push in here onto these villages, and this Toxote just chilling, trying to pick off villagers, and the villagers like, oh my god, just leave me alone. I just want to mine gold for my emperor, for my King Skady. And IKill going to be retreating here. A couple more Hades Shades getting produced here. These Hades Shades do sort of represent a hoplite in a way, but not quite. And IKill in that moment does decide to tap out. GG, well played by Skady, winning that water nice and convincingly there. Obviously, IKill did kind of sacrifice it, by going for the early town centers. But IKill just could not chase. Getting pushed off the gold, that underworld was absolutely key, hitting this very, very nicely onto this gold mine situation here. And IKill just could not chase to the Mythic Age fast enough without all the food that he needed. And even though he's got good upgrades, he just was not able to keep up with Skady's economy here. No attempt to harass the fish is a big mistake here. When you sacrifice the water, you want to wait until those trireme get deleted, and then you want to put docks back down and make some hammer ships out to harass these fishing ships, hurt your opponent's economy. It costs very little wood, very little gold, and does a lot of damage to your opponent. But I never see it done, and it's very important if you lose water to attempt that sort of shenanigans. All right, if you enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the subscribe button on the YouTube. Helps out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next game.